Look straight, you maggot. Every one of you will answer me with, aye, aye, sir. Am I understood? Aye, sir. When I joined the military, I learned 3 powerful lessons. The first lesson I learned was discipline. You will do as you're told. When you get off that bus on recruitment day, well, let's just say, my friends, you know you're not in Kansas anymore. Get your hands up in the air. Aye, sir. I said, get your hands down. Aye, sir. Get your hands up in the air. Aye, sir. Get your hands down. Aye, sir. Look to the right. Aye, sir. Look at me now. Aye, sir. You will move as fast and as tensely as you can. Am I understood? Aye, aye, sir. You will do what we say, when we say it, and how we say it. Am I understood? Aye, aye, sir. Dear Bill, I've come to this wall again to see and touch your name. And as I do, I wonder if anybody here realizes next to your name on this black wall is your mother's heart. A heart broken 15 years ago when you lost your life in Vietnam. As I look at your name, William R. Stocks, I think of the times I must have wondered how scared and homesick you must have been in that strange country called Vietnam. And how it must have changed you, for you were always such a happy-go-lucky kid, never sad and never unhappy. And to the day I die, I'll always see you, how you laughed at me. Even when I was really angry at you, before I knew it, we'd be laughing together. This past New Year's Day, I finally got my answer. I spoke to a friend of yours from Michigan, Jim. Jim told me he had spent your last Christmas and the last 4 months of your life with you. Jim told me how you died, how you weren't scheduled to fly, and how your pilot had been replaced by a less experienced pilot, and how the cause of the crash was unknown. How either you were hit by enemy fire or you hit a pole or something. He also told me how difficult your jobs were. How they would send new men out into the open to draw the enemy out, and then send in the planes and the big guns to take over. But in the meantime, death came to so many of you. He told me that instead of getting a yellow streak, a lot of the men got a mean streak. And each day that streak got bigger and meaner. Everyone except you. How you stayed the same happy-go-lucky kid you were when you got to Vietnam, and how your warmth and your friendliness drew everyone to you, and how your lieutenant nicknamed you Spanky. And soon your entire group was called Spanky's Gang. He told me how difficult your death was for everyone, how you of all people should not have been the one to have died. How you were their moral support. I know when I got off the phone with Jim, he must have relived it all over again. I told him how much I loved him, and I thanked him for being your friend. Oh, how lucky you were to have him as a friend, and him to have had you. It hurts to write these letters and to leave them here at this wall. But I must face this pain and put it to rest. I'm okay, son. I'm okay. I love you. And I'll see you next year. Recruit Smith for making a mistake. So I spoke up. Yes, sir, I am angry, Recruit Smith, sir. I feel we all should have to start at the beginning because of Recruit Smith, sir. Well, that was a life learning lesson because I, and only I, had to do all the exercises. I had to go to each recruit, state my name, do the exercises, and then ask them if I had done it correctly. My second lesson in the military was teamwork. We were doing exercises by the ripple, which means there's about 34, 36 of us with our company commander in the middle. And they're called by the ripple because they go one after another, sort of like dominoes. And if anyone makes a mistake in the exact way you're told how to do these exercises, you have to start all over at the beginning. And Adam Smith, a Southern Baptist Missouri kid, he was a really nice guy and I liked him, but he just wasn't a good soldier. So of course, when he made a mistake, feeling angry and frustrated, I spoke up. Well, a life lesson that I'll never forget. My name is Recruit Williams, and I will be doing my exercises for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I do my exercises correctly? My name is Recruit Williams, and I will be doing my exercises for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I do my exercises correctly? My name is Recruit Williams, and I will be doing my exercises for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I do my exercises correctly? So needless to say, it was humbling, to say the least. So my company commander comes up, well, are you still angry at Recruit Smith for making a mistake? And at that moment, it hit me. I just realized what this was. This was a game. Life is a game, and you have to play the game with rules, and you have to engage everyone on your team. We're all in this together, and no man is above another man, and the way you survive is by helping your fellow man and working together as a team. It's the way you survive war, and it's the way you survive life.
I have every confidence that you will strike with the force of a crusader, symbolized by the sword emblazoned on our shield, and bring victory and glory to our corps and country. It is an honor to be among the first to bring the war to the Japanese.
The worst parts of being back home is I don't want to touch my son. I can't hold him. To grab my boy with these same bloody hands, I feel as if he'll feel the evils that his father has seen and done. That somehow I'll infect him, I'll destroy his purity. When you goes off the war, you goes off as a kid, but when you come back, you're old. I'm tired of being scared. I'm tired of being alone, and I just want to come back home. And no matter how hard I try, I can't seem to come home. When you goes off the war, you don't come back the same person you were as you left. You don't sit at the dinner table and say, I'm home now. It just doesn't work that way. The adjustment is tough. It's real tough. I have an incredible temper now, ones I've never had before. I'm abusive to my wife. Can't hold a job. Nothing matters to me anymore. Nothing. I was on the first landing phase at Iwo Jima. I saw hundreds of dead men, faces gone, bodies exposed. It's what Iwo Jima was. It was a killing field. I mean, when we landed, we took a hell of a shellacking. I mean, they met us with everything. The shelling was just so unbelievably intense. I just remember just running onto the beach and covering my head and crying like I was a baby. My knees were shaking, my body was trembling like it was jelly. When we was on the beach, my corporal comes up and he says, hey, I need 3 guys to go with me to see what the chaps are up to. Who's coming with me? Huh? Who? Well, so I thought anything's better than to be stuck here. So me, Vincent, and Lucky, we volunteered. We volunteered. We walked over the burnt rocks. It was silent. It was as if we walked through the front door of someone's home who didn't want you to be there anymore. After a short while, I realized that we was lost. Hey, Lucky! Lucky! Where are we, Lucky? Lucky, where the fuck are we? And at that moment, my corporal was shot, so I spot the man who shot him, so I aim my rifle. And I brings him down, and Lucky yells, make sure he's dead. Do it! So I runs up to him, and I see him still moving, so I brings out my blade, and I stabbed him. Lucky, I just slit a man's throat. No matter what they trained me to do, they could have never trained me what it's like to kill another human being, and I just did, and it felt terrible because of it. I walked away and I looked at my hands. and they was covered in blood. It was as if someone spilt a red gallon of red paint all over them. When you goes off to war, you just don't kill someone in a kind way. You do it with cruelty. You're scared. You kill, and if you don't kill, you get killed. War is nasty. It's nasty. It's terrible. The memories of battle, they're so vivid in my mind. They're almost there as the days that I was in combat. They never go away. No, never. They burn the soul. They cut too deep. Physical wounds, they generally heal in time. But the memories of battle, they just cut too deep. They just cut too deep. I was a nice kid before I left. I was. But now as I'm broken, I've become good friends with Jim and Jack. You may know them as Jim Beam and Jack Daniels. They helps me forget. Greenie, what are you doing, man? Digging holes? Shit, man. Search and destroy? Hey, Greenie, it don't matter how many holes you dig, man. The Viet Cong could be right in front of you and you still wouldn't know it, man. They're so embedded in these hills. It don't matter how many shells or artillery bombs we drop on them, we ain't never gonna get them out, man. So you gotta stop digging those holes and take it easy, man. Ain't no cowards here, man. Hell no. Just alive or dead. Yeah, smoke some. What's that? You don't smoke? Shit. He don't smoke. He don't smoke. Give yourself a week and you'll be smoking. You gotta smoke to escape the beast, escape hell, escape reality. It don't matter how much training you've done, Greenie. Vietnam is a whole new fucked up world, man. This place is a steam bath 24/7, infested with bugs and insects and snakes, man. And I hate snakes, man. Shit. What's that? You ain't scared of snakes. Shit, you should be. They got the most poisonous snake in the world here. You know what it's called? It's called the two-step. And you know why they call it a two-step? Because if that son of a bitch bites you, you get 2 steps before you die. How you like that shit? Oh, man. Oh, shit. Don't move, Greenie. Don't move. There's a 2-step right next to you. No, man, I'm not messing around. Don't move. Just relax. I'm just going to get over here and get my knife. Don't move, Greenie. I'm just fucking around. I'm just messing with you, baby. Here, man, smoke up. God damn, Greenie. Now, where are you from? Iowa? Man, you far from home, man. This place ain't nothing like Iowa, man. Shit. Tell me something, Greenie. What's everyone saying about us back home? Because I keep reading in my daddy's letters that he's starting to have doubts about us in this war. He says people back home are marching and protesting against us, calling us baby killers. I ain't a baby killer, man, and these sons of bitches up in these hills ain't no babies. And if they are, there's some badass fucking babies firing 8mm machine guns at us. Shit. If everyone from back home were with us when we were stranded and surrounded by a full battalion of NVAs, they talk different about us in this war. Pinned down, taking fire from every direction, tracer rounds flying through the air, your buddies being blown away. You see, that's the shit about war, Greenie, that no one prepares you for, man. It's the sounds of war. It's the sounds. Bullets cracking, bombs landing, tracer rounds flying through the air, men screaming and yelling for their mamas. It's just a big ball of noise, man. And when you hear that shit, Greenie, that's why you gotta smoke, man. So the beast can't get you. Every time I get high, man, I get closer to home. I can see myself walking through the back door and hear my mama go, "Hey, baby, are you hungry?" Hell yeah, mama. Hell yeah, I'm hungry. See myself sitting on the back porch, popping a cold one, watching those beautiful Texas sunsets. It'll be beautiful, man. Shit, it'll be beautiful. When I get out of here, Greenie, when I get out, I don't want to hear another thing about Vietnam or war. What's that? You want to hit? Yeah. Yeah, I thought you'd come around. Here, baby. Smoke up. Iraq for about a year now, man. I already want to go back. I miss the excitement, baby, the edge, man. Yeah, get some. Man, I miss that shit. I miss the feeling of holding a 50 caliber machine gun, the feeling of the power just coursing through your veins. Oh, man, with the sounds of locking and loading your guns, baby. Yeah, get some. Oh, man, I miss that shit. Woo! But what I miss the most is my buddies, is my brothers. But it's crazy because I know once I go back, I'll be all depressed, but then I come back home and I wish I could feel more comfortable being back home here with my wife. She doesn't want me to go back, and which is natural, right? And I don't even know if I want to go back, but I've only done one deployment. Some of my buddies, man, they've done 2, 3, 4, 5 deployments. They've been back to back to back to back. I mean, some of the shit they've experienced is just freaking, it's just freaking overwhelming, you know? Since I've been back, I've been reminded how much I miss my wife. Oh, I do. I mean, when you're over there, you miss the feel of a woman. You miss the smell of a woman. But since I've been back, I've been reminded, I'm just having such a hard time finding things to talk to her about, you know? I mean, it's not her fault, it's just a lot of the stuff she says to me is just so meaningless and senseless. Hey, honey, would you like to go to the movies? Would you like to go to Kim's house for dinner? Yeah, I mean, either's fine, baby. Yeah, that's great. Honey, I was thinking maybe we, paint the kitchen and get some brand new drapes. What do you think? Drapes? Yeah, drapes are good. honey, I want to go to Walmart and get one of those brand new, digital crock pots. Should we go to Walmart? What the fuck do I care about Walmart or a crock pot? I don't tell her that, but that's what I'm thinking. How can I talk about this mundane crap when I've been over there blowing crap away like a freaking video game? Everyone back here, they don't have the same appreciation for being alive as you do, because it ain't life and death. Everyone here has all that other stress that you can't seem to relate, because it ain't life and death. That's a sense of purpose, man. Combat is it. It's the only game in town. All the things that make life worth living back home, they're not present. We're in combat. I mean, we talk about firefights. We dream about firefights. Woo! I don't think I could ever be satisfied with a normal life, whatever that is. I think I'm ruined for anything else. War? War is a lot of things. But let me tell you something. It is useless to pretend that exciting isn't one of them. It is fucking insanely exciting. The sounds it makes, the machinery of it, the urgency of its use, the consequences of almost everything about it is the most exciting things anyone engaged in war has ever or will ever experience. I mean, we talk about this stuff with our friends and our families and our wives, but they'll never know. They'll never know. I mean, war is bad, but let me tell you, holding a 50 caliber machine gun is fucking amazing. War is life multiplied by some number that you've never even heard of. 20 minutes of combat is more life than you can scrape together in a lifetime of doing something else. I know it's sad, but being back home, it's boring. There's an aliveness when you're in combat. It's like this intense quiet. When I was in combat, all I would hear is my footsteps. I'd be firing my saw. Baby, this is it, man. This is combat, man. Your adrenaline is flowing, man. And I mean, everything is living. You're never more alive until you're almost dead. I mean, war is hell, but it's also mysterious and beautiful. For all its horror, war makes you a man. But it's fucked up because I know once I go back, I'll be all depressed and I'll just want to come back home. And then I come back home and all I can think about is war. It's like I have a mistress, you know? I've got my wife, which is love. And I've got this hot, sexy, dangerous mistress, which is war, baby! Woohoo! Yeah! He's gonna be okay, my love. How do I know? I just know. Your daddy's gonna come back. Can I promise? Of course I can promise. Now stop worrying. Now go to your room and play. I miss him a lot. And my son misses him a lot. And we both have to give up so much for him to go back. This is going to be his third tour in Afghanistan. When dinner rolls around and I start thinking about what I'm going to make for dinner, I forget that Mike is leaving us today and that afterwards we're going to have to sit alone at the dinner table. He misses a lot of events in our life, events that we can't get back. And the first night is the hardest. You have this little one who's trying to mirror all your emotions, and you're trying to act like everything is okay, even though you don't feel okay. He really does miss a lot of events in our life. So we think of creative ways to keep him with us. And one of the ways was Mike on a stick. We've taken his picture and we've put it on a popsicle stick. Yes, I know, it's weird. It's definitely weird when we go to restaurants and we ask Mike if my son can have chicken tenders. The waiter or the waitress looks at us like we are cuckoo, talking to a popsicle stick sitting in a chair. But it helps. It really helps. I miss him a lot. Oh God, do I miss him. But my baby boy, he really has a hard time. I miss my daddy a lot. I don't like to see him go away. He misses a lot of stuff in my life. You know, like when I became a Weeblo for the Boy Scouts. A lot of my friends who don't know about the military, just from what they see in movies and stuff like that, they think it's kind of cool that my daddy wears a uniform and fires guns and flies jets and goes off to war and stuff like that. But it's really hard to see him go away. I don't like to see him go away. I promised Mom that I would be really strong, but I don't know if I'm doing a really good job. It's just really hard, you know? Hey, don't tell anybody, okay? Because I don't know if this is legal, but I'm trying to invent a machine that I can hook my daddy up to when he's asleep so that he never goes away again. This is my son, Jeff. He was a real fun-loving boy, a social boy. He was a clown, a real rascal. Jeff, can you please stop jumping off the couch? But Daddy, I can fly like Superman. Watch. Son, I know you can fly like Superman, but I just don't want you to do it in the living room, okay? He really enjoyed life. I'm often asked if I had the opportunity to trade the mental wounds that he received in Iraq for the bullet that he didn't receive, would I do it? Would I trade it? I don't know. I don't know. It was just, I just wanted him to have a real good life. I remember when he came back from Iraq, we thought this was a new beginning, like a new start for him and for all of us. It was a new chapter. But soon after his return, I realized that he was far from unscathed, that the wounds he didn't understand were starting to terrify him and us. His body had come back, but that wasn't our boy anymore. It was on the first anniversary of the Iraq War. He and his girlfriend with some friends were supposed to go to Vermont to celebrate, but for some reason on that date, he became very depressed. He and her had a tremendous fight and they broke up. And then he came back home and he would just stay with us. He would just sit in the living room staring at the fire in the fireplace. I'd go up to him and I'd say, Jeff, I'm so proud of you, son. Listen, why don't we go to the VA and let's go to the VA and get some help. I can't go there, Dad. I can't go there. I'm sorry. I can't go there. There's just nowhere to go, Dad. There's just nowhere to go. He was so terrified of the stigma, he didn't want his unit to see him as weak. That night, he came to me and he asked, "Hey, Dad, can I sit in your lap and can you hold me and rock me like when I was a little boy? Can we do that?" "Yeah, of course, son. Yeah, of course we can do that, son." I felt lost and confused, but and here I have this Marine sitting in my lap. I told him that I loved him and that his mother loved him and that we were both so proud of him. And I began to rock him. And it felt good rocking my little boy. We both went to bed that night, and I slept peacefully for the first time in a long time. The next morning, I went to his room to check on him, and I knocked on the door, and I said, "Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeff, open up, son. Jeff? Jeff." That would be the last time I would hold my son. Would I ask that he would have had a quicker death? I just would have asked that he would have had a good life. I remember at the funeral cursing God. "Why did you give him to me if you were going to take him away? Why would you do that?" I wish I would have grabbed him and said, "Jeff, we're going to the VA, not for you, but for the both of us." So now we've become his voice. And we don't do it in anger. And what's happened is a lot of families have come up to us and they said, "We don't want to be like you. We don't want to be grieving parents." So we tell them about the mistakes we've made, and we tell them how hard it's going to be. We tell them, there's going to be days when you feel you can't do anything right. But we also tell them, no matter what, you never give up. Never give up. So when we was little, growing up in the Bronx, all my brothers took karate because of the movie Karate Kid, and I wanted to take karate. But I wasn't allowed to because that's not what little ladies do. "Nancy, what's the matter with you? You're a lady. You can't take a karate. What's the matter with you?" So I had to take dance. Fucking ballet. I didn't want to take fucking ballet. I wanted to kick people in the face. You know what I mean? So that's why I joined the military. And if I was going to go in, I was going to go in the hottest branch, the Marines, so I can kick people in the face. Oh. When I told my pops that I was joining the Marine Corps, he was so angry at me, he didn't speak to me the whole time we was in boot camp. We'd have these tremendous fights in the kitchen, because, that's just what we Italians do. "Nancy, what are you doing? You belong here. I have a plans for you. What are you doing?" "Pops, I don't want to do what you want me to do. I want to do something different. I want more. You're going to get yourself killed. You belong here with your family. You're going to get yourself killed. How am I going to protect you? My pops was old school in every way. He was an Italian immigrant straight off the boats from Italy. After college, he bought an ice cream shop for me and my brothers to work in. His plan for me was to work in the shop, get married, and have a few babies. That was his plan. I just remember serving a softie one day and looking at my brothers John and Joey and thinking, I don't want to work with these schmucks. I mean, I love them, but I don't want to work with them for the rest of my life. Oh, and when I told my brothers that I was joining the Marine Corps, they were like, whoa, 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 whoa. Yo, Nancy, dude, you're a girl. Did you forget that? The Marine Corps, get out of here. Get out of here, you'll never make it. But when I stood and they gave me that insignia of the Marine Corps, Eagle, Globe, and Anchor, I had tears rolling down my face. I mean, you work your ass off for 13 weeks for this little pin that not many people can earn. And it means the world to you.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I say your name. Do solemnly swear. To support and defend. The Constitution of the United States. Against all enemies. Foreign and domestic. That I will obey. The orders of. The President of the United States. So help me God.
So I got married to the Marine Corps. And if I can be honest, I never thought I'd go to war. Heck, I never even thought I'd get deployed. In 2004, they weren't even talking about us girls in the military. We weren't even allowed to see combat to 2015. I'll never forget my staff sergeant sitting at the kitchen table talking to my grandmother. Ma'am, you have nothing to worry about. Your granddaughter, well, she's a female. She'll never see combat. You can trust us. She'll never go to war. So not even a year from landing on those legendary yellow footsteps, I got the call that I was being deployed with my unit to Iraq. I had 48 hours to get all my stuff in order. Or as my staff sergeant said, yo, Nancy, pack your shit. You're going to Iraq. And I got scared. And I heard this voice that kept going, yo, Nancy, are you good enough to go to war? Are you good enough to be a Marine? And so, if I was, and let me tell you something, getting deployed to a war zone is fucking surreal. It's like taking a hit of acid. I mean, you're so green, you don't know what's going on. You're on huge C-130, this huge plane, and you're surrounded by men, which is another fucking trip, you know? And then when you get there, they drop the hatch like in 0 Dark 30, and some guy starts yelling at you to grab your gear and walk onto the runway while the plane is still moving. You see, they can't stop the plane for fear of being attacked. So of course, when you walk onto the runway off a moving plane, you completely eat your shit. I mean, you've got 80 pounds of fucking gear on you. You've got your combat boots, which are heavy as shit. You've got your sea bag. You've got your M16 thumping you in the back of your head because you're not used to carrying it. Your flak jacket, which is basically your bulletproof vest. You've got your 9mm and a gas mask. I mean, you feel like Ralphie in the movie Christmas Story. I mean, you're like, whoa, what the fuck is going on around here? But then, and you're scared now. You're really scared. But that voice kicks in. Your training kicks in. And this time that voice goes, yo, Nancy, you've got a job to do. You're a Marine. And at that moment, you're not a female. You're not a male. You're just a Marine. And when I was over there, I didn't know everyone's first name, but I knew I'd take a bullet for them, and I knew they'd take a bullet for me. I believed in my Marines. I believed in what they believed in. And that's all I needed to stay there and keeps going. 20 days before going home, we were in a convoy, and it was rocked by an RPG, and I was thrown 75 feet from my truck. When I landed, I crushed my brain and I tore my retina right off my left eye. They sent me back to the States. And they took my eye out. I was 25 and they took my eye away. That was the first time I saw my pops cry, ever. But he was there for all 5 surgeries. Every single one. Rehab sucked. 2 years of absolutely shit. I didn't eat. I lost tons of weight. I drank whatever was in front of me. And I took a fuckload of painkillers, whatever they would give me. And then one morning, my grandmother comes up to me and says, "Nancy, what's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? Are you trying to kill yourself, Nancy? Are you trying to kill yourself? Because you kill yourself, you're killing me too, Nancy. You're killing me too. What's the matter?" So I got done feeling sorry for myself and feeling pain, and I went to the VA to get the help that I needed. Smartest thing I ever did. I just realized that I owed it to all those Marines who didn't make it back, to everyone who didn't make it back. I owed it to all those angel flights I helped pack and send back home. I owed it to them. And let me tell you something, for you boys out there. When they say the few and the proud, they're talking about us girls. There's one of us for every 25 guys. We graduate with a class of 35, and you schmucks with a class of 168. And when my brothers tell me, "Yo, Nancy, we're proud of you. You went to war." Fuck yeah, I did. I'm a Marine.
Dear Sarah, the indications are strong that we shall be moving in a few days. Perhaps tomorrow. Lest I should not be able to write you again, I feel compelled to write a few lines that may fall under your eyes when I shall be no more. If it is necessary that I should fall on the battlefield for my country, I am ready. I have no misgivings for the lack of confidence for the cause in which I am engaged, and my courage does not halt or falter, for I know how strong the American civilization now leans upon the triumph of our government. And the great debt we owe those who went before us through the blood and sufferings of the American Revolution. And I am willing, perfectly willing, to lay down all my joys in this life to help maintain this government and to pay that debt. Oh, Sarah, my love for you is absolutely deathless, and it seems to bind me with mighty cables that nothing but omnipotence could break. But my love for my country comes over me like a strong wind and bears me irresistibly on onto the battlefield. I cannot describe to you the feelings on this calm summer night, with 2,000 men sleeping around me, perhaps enjoying their last, and I suspicious that death is creeping behind me with that fatal dart. I am communing with God, country, and thee. Oh, Sarah, the memories of the blissful moments I have spent with you come creeping over me, and I am grateful to God and you that I have enjoyed them for so long. And it is hard for me to burn to ashes the hopes in the future years when, God willing, we might have lived and loved to see our sons to grow up to be honorable men. Honorable men. I have few but small claims upon divine providence, but something whispers to me, perhaps it's the wafting prayers of my little Edgar, that I should return to my loved ones unharmed. But if I do not, Sarah, if I do not, never forget how much I love you, and when my last breath escapes me on the battlefield, it shall whisper your name. Oh, Sarah, if the dead can float unseen to those they loved, know that I will be with you in the gladdest days and the darkest nights, always, always. And if there be a soft breeze pressed upon your cheek, that shall be my spirit passing by and kissing you. Do not mourn me, Sarah. Wait for me, for we shall meet again.
This is hard. There's a lot of things you take for granted, you know. You don't know how valuable something is until you lose it. When I lost my arm, I really wanted to die, you know. I didn't know what my family would think of me, what my wife would think of me. I felt like I let my family down, you know. Like I couldn't be the man I used to be. Sometimes I'd be looking at my son and wondering if he's thinking, man, I don't like the way my dad looks now. That is the hardest thing about losing a limb, you know, is how you see yourself in the mirror. You have these images that you're trying to see, but when you look in there, he's gone. He's not there anymore. One of the hardest things when I came back When I came back, I thought it was going to be like a nice sunny day, and there was going to be confetti and Sealy string. The Marine Corps band was going to be playing. But when I came back, there was nothing. And I didn't think it would bother me, but it bothered me a lot. I used to play baseball in high school, and I was a pitcher. And I was good, man. It didn't matter if it was a strikeout or a home run. I could focus on that next pitch. And that mental focus served me well on the battlefield. I used to go out and look for IEDs, and I saved my brothers. But when I came back, I couldn't focus on anything. Nothing. I keep getting these pains in my left side, and I keep imagining that my arm is still there, but only like 3 inches long, which is freaking weird, Because not only did I lose my arm, I keep imagining I've got an arm of an elf or a creature or something. Everybody in rehab keeps telling me, this is normal, and these are called phantom limb pains. Well, it may be normal to you, man, but it's pretty freaking weird to me. Yeah, when I lost my arm, I wallowed around for weeks, for months. I really wanted to die, But then my wife, she spoke to me. She spoke some truth to me. She said, mira, pendejo. I love you with one arm or no arm, but if you don't get off your ass and start fighting for your life, I'm leaving your one-arm ass. And you know what? She was right. She gave me the kick in the balls that I needed to stop feeling sorry for myself, start to understand how I can fight to dominate in this new world that I lived in. You see, a lot of times we think that our limitations are on the outside, but they're not. They're on the inside. Life opens up when you focus on the possibilities inside of you. And you stop making excuses. Hey, Georgie, you got a light? I'm not the third one in the match, am I? Good. Because I don't need any more bad luck. I got enough. Don't be scared, Georgie. It's just a short walk over the top. Don't be scared. Once we hear that whistle, we just climb out of these trenches and we tumble out and we run to the 30 yards of barbed wire entanglement and we zigzag towards our enemy, Georgie. We zigzag towards our enemy in no man's land. But you zigzag, okay, Georgie? It's a beautiful sight, Georgie. When those German shells hit the ground, they shed a fantastic light upon this earth. Just imagine a vast semicircle of light sailing up every minute and burning for 20 or 30 seconds and fizzing out like a rocket. Lighting up every man, tree, and bush within a half mile. The flashes in the sky and the heavy claps of thunder from the unseen guns create an amazing spectacle, Georgie. It's like the 4th of July, Georgie. Soon we'll be back home eating cherry pie. You'll see, Georgie. We'll be back home. Hey, Georgie, what's your favorite part of a girl? Legs? Oh, Georgie, every girl's got legs. Me? Breasts, Georgie. Breasts. Every time I smell those scents on those letters that Mary writes me, I imagine lying right next to her and giving her I imagine beautiful Georgie waking up in clean sheets and having a big old breakfast. Breakfast, Georgie. Sausage, coffee, eggs. Coffee. Hot coffee. Delicious dreams, Georgie. Delicious dreams. Every time I smell that scent on those letters she writes me, I kiss my wedding ring for good luck that it brings me back home and back to my beautiful Mary. Stand up, Georgie. Stand up. Let's go fight the Hun. I'll be with you by your side, Georgie, I promise. I promise. Come on. Come on, Georgie. It's just a short walk. This is our great adventure, Georgie. Hey, Georgie. My final lesson in the military was brotherhood. When we were in Afghanistan, at the memorial for Adam was struck by an IED and he was killed in Afghanistan. We had this guy in a battalion that can play the bagpipes. And unfortunately for him, our Sergeant Major found out. But it was a blessing for us because he was really good at it. So he had to play the bagpipes at every single memorial we had in Afghanistan. And there is something extraordinary, beautiful, and moving about the sound of a bagpipe. If you're not Irish or Scottish, for those brief moments, you kind of wish you were. Adam had attended Ranger School, and he had been there for 7 or 8 weeks, and he was battling to finish, but he got dropped. Everyone felt bad for him. And if you know anything about the Ranger tab, it's a pretty coveted tab to have. If you get it, well, you can razz anybody who doesn't have it, and if you don't get it, well, you get razzed. At the memorial service for Adam, as we walked by his picture to say our final goodbyes and make our final salute, everyone who was Ranger qualified took off the Ranger tab and placed it on the memorial for Adam, sort of as a recognition that he was more than just another guy who got killed. And at that moment you realize it's about your country, but more importantly, it's about the men and women you serve with. When I hear taps now, I can feel it. It means something to me. I realize now that I'm part of an amazing history. I'm part of a brotherhood.